Hey guys, I'm Danae and I'm the media intern here at Lake Trails this summer. I was going to be taking a lot of pictures of you guys on trail having a good time, but since I can't do that, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips instead on what you can do at home. The first tip I have for you guys is about lighting. Typically the best time to take pictures outside is about 2 or 3 hours before sunset or 1 or 2 hours after sunrise. My favorite time of day to take pictures is golden hour, which is the first hour after sunrise and the last hour of light before the sun sets. It's my favorite time of day to take pictures because it produces a warm, natural light that looks good on anything and everybody. In this picture of me here, you can see on the top half where the sun is shining on my face, I'm all golden and glorious and gorgeous. Whereas on the bottom half, where my legs are covered up by the pier, I look kind of gray and gross. Another good time to take pictures is when there's an overcast of clouds. I would not recommend taking photos in direct sunlight, but if you like the way it looks, then go for it. I know I like to do it sometimes to catch cool glares from the sun or to catch it glistening over the water. My next tip is about framing, and it's called the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is a method of taking pictures that I learned in high school and have been using since. There is a guide available on most cameras and phones, but you don't necessarily need to have it on or be using it in order to do it. So here I'm going to be showing you how to crop photos using the rule of thirds on an iPhone. Once you've chosen the picture you want to edit, the first thing you'll want to do is click edit and then click the little crop button. Then if you click on the photo, a diagram of 9 boxes will come up. And this is what is called the rule of thirds. This divides the photo into thirds horizontally and vertically, which creates lines and overlapping points for us to place objects in the photo. So now by clicking and dragging and going off of the lines that came up, I'm going to place my objects in the photo on top of the lines or in the overlapping points. In this photo of my roommates here, I'm going to place them along the left third line and line up the top of the lake with the top third line. This is a photo I took of my favorite artist, John Bellion, and I'm going to be using it to show you guys how the rule of thirds works. As you can see, I've already divided up the picture into thirds with 9 boxes, and John Bellion is our focal point in the bottom right-hand corner on the overlapping spot. There are also other things in the photo that go along the lines of the rule of thirds, such as the crowd going along the bottom third line and the purple lights going along the left third line. By using these lines, it creates directions for viewers' eyes to follow, and because the objects overlap over the lines, it keeps viewers' eyes moving throughout the photo. Essentially, it just helps make the objects in the photo look more interesting and enjoyable to look at. My next tip for you guys is to take multiple shots from different angles. The reason I like to do this is because you never really know what you're going to capture when you take a picture. Things are always changing and you can't always control what's in the picture, so as long as you're snapping them, you'll probably catch something really cool. And by doing this, you'll also have more pictures to choose from. So when taking pictures of my roommates here, I would just kind of move around a little bit, try some from the left, try some from the right, maybe go up, down, whichever direction. I would also recommend taking photos in both directions, horizontally and vertically on your camera. The last tip I have for you guys has to do with choosing the subjects of your photos. And the only thing I really have to say here is to just get out and see what you find interesting. There are no certain subjects that make a good photograph, it's more how you capture the subject. So get outside, see what you can find, and take some cool pictures.
You get it, Lloyd.
Thanks for joining me here today, guys. I hope you learned a few things. Don't forget to share your guys' pictures on Instagram. Take Lake Trails so that we can see them.